when we think about the linear economy, it kind of just feels like, oh, it's just a straight line, but it's actually like around the globe, right?
Yeah.
Like it's getting grown somewhere, manufactured somewhere, sold somewhere else across the world, and then dumped somewhere else across the world. It's kind of like this crazy network of chaos is our linear economy. But you hinted at California's new EPR regulation and just wanted to pick your brain on, what's your reaction to it? Does it go far enough? What were you hoping from it? And what can we also take from it that is like a good model for others?
I mean, to your question of does it go far enough? I think the answer is that we don't know, right? I mean, it's the first CPR law in the US. Like, we don't know. I think it's a huge step in the right direction. I think all of these regulations are going to go through iterations. Bottle bills did for years. California has a carpets EPR and they've been adjusting the level of their eco fees, right? There's a lot of learnings that come from implementation. And so I think just passing the law has been a huge, huge step in the right direction. And there's always going to be like, hey, there's issues with this. There's always going to be issues that you can fix, but we need to get started. I think my biggest fear when discussions as SB 707 were going around is like, if this doesn't pass this year, we're going to be delayed another year. And everybody knew that once it passed, it's not that it passed and it's like, okay, EPR exists today, right? There's a 5-year phasing period. And there's reasons why it's 5 years, right? The first year is the needs assessment, which I think is absolutely necessary because without the needs assessment, how do you know what eco fees you need to put in? And so I'm the first one to say like, hey, I want EPR to be here today. Yes. But I also understand that policy doesn't work that way and there's steps that need to be taken. So I think that's my biggest take. I think it's a huge step in the right direction. I think there's definitely going to be kinks that will need to be ironed out, but that's true of almost every new regulation that gets implemented. And so I'm just super glad that we're getting started and that it's going to be a model for other states to kind of emulate.